Flyers hockey is back, and I'm running up the York Museum steps. Flyers hockey, they're gonna win tonight. Let's go. Boo, boo, boo. Hello. It's another live video preview from your host, Jamie Basco, and I tell you, this is going to be a fun-filled night full of Flyers hockey. 8 p.m. Do not know anything, do not know the lines, do not know who's starting in net, but I'll go on. Why? Because I think Carter Hart starts today. So at their AV's press conference yesterday, it sounded like there was going to be some changes within the lineup. But it also sounded like Carter Hart was going to start. And why I say that is he said that Carter pretty much wasn't at fault for last game, which is what all Flyer fans wanted to hear. Most Flyer fans know that Carter Hart, actually all fans, know that Carter Hart was not at fault for that 5-0 loss. He played well. Actually, he kept the team in it as much as they could. They were down 2-0 at the end of the first period, but Carter Hart did everything in his power to keep the Flyers in it, for them to gather their feet, get their legs, underneath them and whatnot. And the Flyers, unfortunately, couldn't do that, as we know now. But it looks like Carter Hart will start, and that is a plus, because I think he should start. So the lines, I believe the lines will look like this. And I do believe Michael Raffl will play. I think Michael Raffl sounded, AV, said at his press conference yesterday. AV said that, it was nothing but good for Michael Raffl to warm up. And that was a positive sign. So he couldn't go into details. I do believe Travis Konecny will play. Of course, there is no definitive answers, on that until game time. And the lines won't be until game time as well. But, right about game time for, Travis Konecny to see if he's in the lineup or not. Per NHL.com, I usually get the, the rosters of who's playing and who's not, so, or who's scratched for that matter. But I think the lines will look Coots, Voracek. I think Farabee will slide down to the second line with Hayes and TK. I also believe that Scotty Lawton goes to third line center. And he will split between JVR and NAK. And I do believe that Michael Raffl will return. I believe the fourth line will be Raffl, Grant, and Pitlick. Grant just didn't cut it as a 3C. I think that it's time to, not saying that the Flyers overvalued him. I just think that he couldn't find no chemistry with his line mates, for that matter. He just didn't look like the same player. And it has nothing to do with him. It could be because of the layoff. There's a lot of players on the Flyers roster that just don't look the same right now. Matt Niskanen is one of them. I hate to say it, but he's been great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not throwing him under the bus by any means. JVR just doesn't look the same. Tyler Pitlick has played well. He just plays balls to the wall every shift. So, and Coots and Voracek have to step it up here. Hands down. Given the circumstances, I think that line is more than due. And finally, Jake goes back to his, where he's made his bread and butter on the right wing, as opposed to being on his on the left wing. That little minor detail there might take him over the top there. Plus, yesterday it was Oscar Lindblom's 24th birthday, as well as Jake's 31st birthday. So they're going to, the Flyers will be riding high, hopefully. So I predict a Flyers 6-2 victory tonight, excuse me. And I do, because I just think that from puck drop, they're just going to be ready to go. They know full well what happened last game. They know full well that, the top power play unit was out there, when the Montreal Canadiens were winning 5-0. So I think that didn't sit, right with some Flyers players, although, I didn't pay any mind to that, but, AV took, it to heart, and I think that the players will too. And I just think that AV is going to get the response that he wants from this club. I just think Carter Hart's too darn good. He'll turn aside, 37 shots tonight for that matter, and he will get his what would it be? His fifth victory. He'll be 5-1, in 6 playoff games. So, the Flyers have their. This is not an easy task, for the Philadelphia Flyers here. Who would have thought that, the Montreal Canadiens would have done, what they did, in game 2, but it happened, and, what can you say? Actually, it would be Carter Hart's fourth. He'll be 4-1, so in his playoff career. So we'll have to see. Let's hope for a better day, and I think Carter Hart will be 4-1 after tonight, after that 6-2 victory, and the Flyers could go to 25-7-2 in their last 34 games. So not too bad at all. So you know what? Let's go Flyers. Let's get Flyered up. 6-2, coming for a big victory. Flyers hockey. Love y'all.